Hi everybody, it is Friday and we are doing a Flow Yoga Mob reboot. We had some technical problems on Thursday and so we're back today on Friday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're there with me. This is Yogi Cecily. I know so many of you, so it's good to see you. I hope you're practicing with me live. If you're not, we're going to get this whole class down so we can load it onto YouTube. On YouTube, I'm also Yogi Cecily. So go there, subscribe, and like, and let's kind of keep that YouTube groove going. Well, when we were here last night, I was driving sort of towards, Twisted Crow and Kundanyasana and some of the more floating poses and arm balances that I know folks in my tribe like. So let's kind of get the same thing going here tonight. To do this, we need quite a few lateral stretches and twists, and I want to get your neck all stretched out and in order and ready for this workout. So let's just start with that, hey? Go ahead, take your right hand onto your left ear and stretch it down and breathe there. Now, while you are breathing, I'm going to talk at you about all the good stuff. Got to get all the stuff in there. Go ahead, change sides on the stretch. So the first thing is, if you are following this, I'm just sort of showing you my workout. Like this is how I work out. And some of the things, I guess, are intermediate and not for everyone, right? Come on up. I'm going to change legs. I'm going to put my right foot on top. Maybe that's your left. So go ahead and change your seat because it's good to get the knees opened up. Take a deep breath. Smile to yourself on the inside. Now take your left hand over to your right ear and stretch over. All right, so if there's anything that seems like it's going to be a challenge or is a challenge, or if you are new to yoga, if you've never done yoga, if you've never done intense stretching, probably most of it's not going to be for you. So do not follow along, right? Get that good stretch in there. Excellent. Okay, a little twisting. Go ahead, twist to your right. Inhale, exhale. Good, and twist to your left. Inhale, exhale. These are the warm-ups, right? We gotta warm the body up a little bit. Breathe deep. Inhale and exhale. Give me one more to the left. Inhale and exhale. Fantastic. Place your hands behind. Lift the ribs, roll the shoulders back, take a deep breath, inhale, and then walk everything forward. Just the once here, forward fold. Now, you get to your forward fold, your fingers can be out. You do not have to get your head on the floor, but it's nice if that's there for you. Get a full-on deep stretch. Then take a breath. Come on up, inhale. Well, let's go back to the right leg in the front or on top and do the twisting and the forward fold. So we're here. Let's twist to the left first. Inhale and exhale. What are some of the other things that you got to do? Now this is you. You're there on the other side of the screen all by yourself. Twist it to the right. You got to hydrate. Please promise me you did that. Some of you are like scrambling to get your water bottle. Oh, I forgot my water bottle. Hydrate always 30 minutes beforehand. Yeah, twist one more time to the left. Inhale, exhale. And one more time to the right. Inhale and exhale. Good, both hands back. Lift the ribs, roll the shoulders back. Inhale. And one big forward fold, hands out. Drop the chest. It's okay if your back is rounded a little bit. Yeah, you can drop that down. Inhale, exhale, breathe. 3, breathe with me. Breathe with me. 2, breathe with me. Yep. And 1. Come on, come on, come on. Bring it up. Inhale. Nice. Take the legs out. We're going to get right into a downward facing dog facing the right side of the room. Yep. Here we go. All right. I want to get you moving pretty early here. Please, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. And then bend your knees, look forward. It's almost like you're going to take a jump. And then exhale. Bow the head. And now flatten the feet, chin to the chest, stretch out the calves and Achilles. I want to do that again. So look, I'm going to roll up on my toes. Then I'm going to bend the knees pretty far down too. It's almost like your knees are going to tap. Take the breath and then exhale, push back, push back, push back, drop toes. Look forward, bend the knees. It's almost like you're going to tap the ground, look forward. Exhale, stretch it back. Stretch it back, deep, deep stretching. We got to do this, please, one more time. I go up on the toes first, then look forward and bend the knees. 3, 2, and 1. Good, straight legs, forward fold. Well, let's come on down to all fours. Take a deep breath and straighten out your right leg behind you. I want to just do a little leg lift for the buttocks. Right leg lift, up, 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 and up, up, up. Well, it burns already, so more, a lot more. Up and up, up. What I want you to notice, I'm not like arching my back trying to get the leg high. Up, up. I want to tone the buttocks, up, up, and up. And if your back arches, your glute muscle actually isn't working. So up and up. So you have to try to keep your arch out of there. Give me 8 and 7, 6 and 5. Hey, 4, 3, listen carefully. 2 and 1. Bring the right knee forward. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Yeah. And you're going to go back a bit and forward. Back a bit. You won't be able to go very far because of the right leg is making a crossbar and forward. Hey, now 3, back a bit and forward. See, that stretches the wrist. 2 more, back a bit. I love it. And forward. Almost has that sort of pigeon feel. And once more, back a bit and downward facing dog. Thank you. Inhale, exhale. I want to do everything from the top. So we're going to lift up on the toes. Look forward, bend your knees. It's almost like you're going to jump. You're going to do some jumping, but we don't. Then exhale. Straighten the legs, press the heels down, stretch out the calves. 3 more times. Up on toes, bend the knees, look forward, inhale, exhale. Roll it back. Feels so good, so good. And 2 more times. Up on toes, bend the knees, look forward, inhale. Yeah, you know, if you want to add some, strength, you can certainly do that. Exhale. Straighten out the legs, press the heels down, stretch out the calves. 1 more time. Up on toes, bend the knees, look forward. I'm going to add a little strength training for the arms with a shoulder tap. Inhale and exhale, press it back. Loving it. Bend the knees to all fours. Okay, here we go. Your left leg goes up and back. And lift and lift and lift. Today is May the 1st. Up and up, 2020. Up and up, up and up. And so it seems like, what folks are kind of, I can tell by the commercials. I can tell by the commercials on television. Businesses are like, June 1st. And some states are just trying to, Macy's is trying to get you to buy stuff for Mother's Day, Good. Up and up, up and up, up. But of course, everybody will still stay careful, right? 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We bring the knee in, cross the ankle over. That's your left ankle. Make a crossbar. Push back a little bit. You're not going to get very far. And then forward stretches the wrist. Again, back, 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 and forward. Inhale. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Back, 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 and forward. Inhale. Right on, please. 2 more. Back, 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 back. Trying to saddle back a little bit and forward. Inhale. And 1 more. Back, 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 and forward. Inhale. Wonderful. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog behind you. Excellent. Hold the stretch. Now, please go ahead and take your right hand over to your left ankle. You're going to twist towards me. Hello. And there's your twisted downward dog. I love it so much. Hey, remember, you are actually trying to turn your left ribs up and get your left shoulder behind your left ear. This is an interesting pose to try to get. Your right arm is pulling, your left arm is pushing. It's very interesting energy. Go ahead and change sides. You're going to twist away from me. And your tricep is probably burning. Yeah, you can feel your right tricep burning now to your left. So here, it's going to be your right rib is trying to twist up. It's not your head, and it's not really, your arms twisting. You're trying to get your ribs to do the twist. Yep. And 1. Great. Fantastic. Bend your knees to all fours. Great. Please step your left foot forward. Just come on, left foot forward. Lift this up. I want to get early twisting in. So it's a low crescent. Arms up. Inhale as much of a back bend as you like, and then twist over. Exhale. 2 more times, yeah? All right, arms up. Inhale. Much of a back bend as you like, and then twist over. Great. Let's do this one more time. Center and arms up. Inhale. And twist over. Hold this twist. 5, 4, 3. Here it is again with the ribs, right? 2. It's not your arms that are doing the twist. Trying to get your belly button to come out. Face the front, and then open your throat. 2 and a 1. Downward facing dog, please. In this downward facing dog, let's take your right leg 3 times. Up, it's going to go up. And to the nose, exhale. Look, you're going to lift up on your left toes. Right leg 2 more times. Up. Yeah. I'm not going to rotate. I'm not rotating yet. And then to the nose. So ladies, usually we're trying to get the legs so high that we're doing some funky stuff in the hips. Try to just open your shoulders and your chest flat. Then to the nose, exhale, and right leg lift. Step forward, lunge, drop your left knee, and come up. Now we're not going to do the rotation. I know that's what you think we're going to do, but we're not. We're going to do just a high crescent warrior. Tuck your back toe, your right foot is forward. Lift up, high crescent warrior, right? And then down, bow your head down, round your back. Exhale. 2 more times, please. Tuck the toe, look up, lift up, push into the rear leg, and then lift the ribs up, high crescent warrior. Inhale, and exhale. Tap the knee, round your back. Breathe. Breathe. Take your time. It doesn't have to be all glorious and all of that, right? Tuck the toe, lengthen the leg, lift up. You can go higher if you want to. You can come on up nice and high. We're just starting. And exhale, hands down. Face front, Prasarita Padottanasana. Look up, wiggle your feet in a little bit. Hands on the thighs, twist the ribs. 6 times to the right is 1, and 2. A lot of different ways to do this. 3, some people will straighten one arm and bend the other. And 4, the shoulder rolls in when you do it that way, yeah? 5, so other people will keep both knees, both elbows bent. And 6, so they're getting a lot more out of the ribs than out of the arms. Okay, turn to the left, inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Love it, live it, enjoy the stretch. So I want to go back to the twisted dog. You're going to take your right hand to your left ankle. So dig it. So what makes this pose? Once I get the hands in the right place, I'm really thinking about making some kind of change in my ribs. That's what allows me to look towards you. 3, 2, and 1. Changing sides. Inhale, exhale. So you're twisting away from me. Push back. 5, 4. Right, 3. Your right hand is on your left ankle. You twist away from me. 2. Ribs, 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 ribs. And 1. Listen carefully. Your right leg. Lift your right leg. Step it forward. Come up to the kneeling lunge. Nice. The proposal lunge. Hands in prayer. We got 3 times with a simple twist. So the arms go up. Yep. And then twist over. Exhale. Love it. And 2. Up. Right. And twist over. Inhale. Open your throat. And up. Nice, nice. Prayer position. Inhale. twist over. Nice. Okay, hands go down, downward facing dog. Now it's the left leg 3 times. That's going to go up. Try not to slice the room and do fancy things up there. Just take it easy. Draw the knee to the nose. And 2 more. Lift. Use the glute muscle. Find your buttocks muscle instead of opening everything sometimes, right? And to the nose. And left leg goes up. Step forward to the lunge. Drop the back knee. Great. We're going to stay down here. This is high crescent warrior. Tuck your back toe. Straighten the back leg. Look up. Lift your ribs. Come on now. Up, up, up. Look how firm the rear leg is. Yep. And then bring that knee down and round the body forward. Exhale. Woo, sweating. I like it though. Yeah. Straighten the back leg. Lift the torso up. Come on now. Up, up, up. See the way you're sitting down in the lunge. Take the breath. Tap the knee and round down. Exhale. One more time this. Tuck the back toe. Look a little bit forward. Push back. See that leg's quite firm. And learn how to lift the ribs up and away from the forward thigh. 3, 2, and 1. Hands down. Prasarita Padottanasana. Wiggle the feet in. Great. Nicely done. Come on up. Inhale. Arms in a letter T. So today I just want to go, through the standard standing poses. We don't always get to do those in a vinyasa class, but I think it's a good idea. Left toes in, right toes out, triangle pose to your right. Blocks are good. Tell you what, blocks are still great, even in vinyasa. For these poses, it allows you to think about alignment. And alignment represents the proper muscles and tendons stretching. See, it's not, you don't want to get in here where you're feeling the right leg. Good, come on up, inhale. Left side triangle pose, right toes in, left toes out. Inhale, exhale. Yeah, hips go forward, ribs roll back. If it's a wider stance, this arm lines up with the knee. If it's a narrow stance, maybe you're using a block, then your hand lines up with the ankle. So these little things make a difference. Breathe, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up, inhale. Check it out. Step your right foot in. Right side, half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana. Blocks are good. 5, push up. 4, enjoy, 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 enjoy. 3, look up, twist up. 2, look up, twist up. And 1, your feet are going to come together. Right? Come all the way up, step out wide. Left side, step your left foot in. Half moon pose, left side. 5, 4, twist up, strong legs. Warm it up, come on, let's hit this musculature. 3, hit these very beautiful and firm poses. 2, don't get bored. It's not my fault. And 1, step your feet together, take your feet out wide, arms out wide. Right side, Virabhadrasana 2, left toes in, right toes out. Bend the knee. Game of Thrones. Bend the knee. 4, that lady said bend the knee. 3, yeah. 2, you are trying to sit down in the pose. Right? You are trying to lift through the rear arch. And 1, inhale up. Changing sides. Virabhadrasana 2, left side, right toes in, left feet out, bend the knee. So when you sit down on this side, you know the legacy of this pose is the stretch and the engagement that you feel in the rear leg. Breathe. 3, right? 2, keep this chest open. And 1, come on up, inhale. Right side of the room, downward facing dog. Spin it around, downward dog. Nice, nice, nice. Listen carefully, take your left foot, lift it up. Step forward in the lunge, drop your right knee, come up into the proposal lunge. A low, twisted warrior two. What does that mean? It means your arms are going to go out nice and long, and you're going to twist this way. It's almost like you're going to go into prayer, but you don't. Tuck your back toe, straighten your back leg, and then it becomes a twisted warrior two. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward dog. Right leg lift. Inhale, nice step forward lunge. I call it a Qigong circle. Up and over, downward dog only. Don't go crazy on me, don't go crazy. Get the downward dog and pause. So now it means your right leg is going to lift. It's true. Step your right foot forward. Proposal lunge. Come up and breathe. A low rotated warrior two. So arms are going to spread out like warrior two. Tuck the back toe. Stay low. Bend the knee. 5. See, 4. Keep trying to turn your ribs towards me. So 3. All right. 2 and 1. Downward dog, left leg lift. Oh, step forward in the lunge. That feels good. Qigong circle. Up and over. Make your first plank pose. Plank. Twist towards me, side plank. 3. Any kind of formula you like, whatever you like. 2. Whichever way you like, and 1, downward dog. Right leg lift. Step forward lunge. Qigong circle, up and over. Down dog only. Not yet. Plank pose. Turn towards me, side plank. 3. Formula you like. 2. And 1, downward dog, left leg lift. Inhale. Step the left foot forward, lunge. Qigong circle, up and over. Downward dog. Relax. Bend your knees, come on down. Breathe. Nice. Your left leg. Take your left leg out. Bend it in the air. Now your right hand has to find your left foot. 5. Right? 4. There we go. 3. Now, actually, that's the easy way to do it. 2, opposite hand of foot, and 1. So what are we going to do now? Same hand, same foot. Left leg out, left leg, left foot. Left hand, 5. See, so, 4. I'm the captain now. 3, there we go. 2, and, feels good, and 1, great. Downward facing dog, right leg lift, step forward lunge, Qigong circle, up, over, downward dog only, just downward dog, just push it back, don't worry, we're going to get it. All right, bend your knees, right leg back, right leg, right foot, left hand, 5, open up your hips, 4, 3, use the glute, roll the shoulders back, 2, yep, and 1, nice, same foot, same hand, 5, 4, right, 3, concentrate, 2, I love it, and 1, downward facing dog, nice, left leg lift, step forward lunge, Qigong circle up and over, plank pose, 1 push-up, side plank facing me, 3, 2, 1, down dog, right leg lift, step forward lunge, Qigong circle up over, plank 1 push-up, downward dog, nice, side plank facing me, 3, 2, yep, 1, downward dog, left leg lift, step forward lunge, Qigong circle up over, downward dog. Beautiful. Plank pose. Lower the body. And reach back with your left hand. And you're trying to get your left foot into the elbow. You try. And you don't have to make a big deal out of it. Some of you know where this goes. And if you want to get more of a stretch in the quad and the knee, then you're going to go ahead and do that. So other people, it's just enough to get the foot into the elbow. That's a lot. And when we're going to stay this way, do the same thing with the other foot, because we can just stay here. So use the sweat. Hopefully you have some sweat to slide the foot into the elbow. 5, 4. And I try to press my hip bones down into the mat. 3. That's what I try to do. 2. And a little bit try to squeeze the knees closer together. Everybody's hip sockets are different. The way your bones are fit in there is different. You know, we're not robots. I am not a robot. Good. And downward facing dog. Beautiful. All right. Well, look at the middle of your mat. You're going to slightly bend your knees and take a jump there. Straight legs, forward fold. Enjoy. Enjoy. Many different ways to do this. Now, you know, I think people make too much about, you know, touching the ground or, you know, getting low. You have to make some choices here. Is it about getting your hands on the ground and never opening your hamstrings? And that's going to save your back in some cases. But you know what also is going to save your back? A yoga block. Let's get a yoga block. Get 2. That's what's going to save your back, because you can take a load off of it. And then your hamstrings can be nice and open, and your ribs can be nice and open, and you're not sort of jamming into your hip sockets. Some folks will go lower. All right, let's make a chair pose. Big toes together, ankles together. I'm going to set my blocks aside and make the chair pose. Utkatasana. 3, 2, 1. Monkey pose, hips back. All right, hands on the floor. Trying to sit quite low. 3, 2. We're going to stay here. Twisted chair. 5, 4. Put your left hand on your chest. 3. Roll your right shoulder back, right? And then 2. Now, then extend. Sorry, this is your right hand on your chest. And then you're going to roll your left shoulder back and sit way back. 1. Good. Hands to the floor. Well, please stand all the way up, inhaling. Hands on your hips. Nice. Take your right knee up. Extend it out. 5. That stretches the back out. 4. And engages the glutes again. 3. Listen carefully. 2. Your right foot's going to come down on 1. Right? And it's going to be a warrior 3. Your left leg is back. 5. Nothing fancy. 4. All right. 3. Leg can lift. Listen carefully. 2. You're going to be facing me next. And 1. You're just going to stand and open out your arms high. To the left side plank. Our first chaturanga vinyasa. Upward dog inhale. There's our first one. Downward dog exhale. Look at the middle of your mat, hey. Softly bend your knees and jump there. It takes a minute. It takes a minute to organize your jumps. Sure, big toes together, ankles together. The chair pose, Utkatasana. 5, 4, 3. You got a lot of different places you can put your arms. 2, they don't have to go up. They don't have to go up so high. And 1, monkey's pose. This is all about sitting back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here. Twist towards me. Twisted chair. 5, 4. See? You're going to put your left hand on your chest. 3. And then open your throat and look skyward. 2, follow the line. All right, good. Good, you got it. And 1, hands down. Yeah. Look halfway up, inhale, place your hands on your hips, come all the way up, inhale, breathing, breathing, breathing. Your left knee will rise, up, 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 and extend the leg. 5. 4, this is some of the best work. You can do these standing balances. 3, keep it with you for the rest of your life. 2, this is the real deal work. And 1, I'm going to leave the hands on the hips. Warrior 3, 5, 4, so many different things you can do with the arms though, right? A lot of different things. 3, doesn't have to be fancy. 2, and 1, come up, step forward, expand, open, and out. Nice. Right side plank, chaturanga vinyasa. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Upward facing dog. And downward dog. James Brown said you got to get down to get up, and I believe him. Ooh. All right. Nice. Well, go ahead, bend your knees. Let's go with your left leg first, hamstring stretch. Best thing to do is, we're going to do a couple. I believe in doing quite a few of the hamstring stretches. So this is half splits. If you're already in full splits, maybe you've added raising the arms or something like that. Just remember, we're going to do it more than once. See, my ribs are up, and I'm not going to worry about trying to bow down. Take a breath, and just change legs. Sweep back, inhale, exhale, and change. Ardha Hanumanasana. Flat back, long leg, toes up. 5, 4, 3. And I've said this before, 2. This is the pose that really exposes the flexibility of the forward leg. So if you're struggling here, don't worry about full splits. Yeah? Good, changing legs, sweep back. Your left foot goes forward. This is staggered stance. Staggered stance, tuck the back toe, lengthen the legs. Blocks are good. 5. And blocks are really great if you have a little bit more width. 4, look at the way I pushed into the block to separate my legs further. 3, so blocks are good. 2, it's all about the rear leg here. See, you want to firm that up. Drop the knee, changing legs. I'm just going to use that block. Change the legs. Start in a low lunge. Tuck the back foot. Push the legs out wide. The legs are straight. 5. Look, the front toes are up. 4, and the rear heel is up. This is not flat-footed, and neither leg is bent. Breathe. 2, you actually want to firm the quad and firm this glute. Yes, yes, yes. And a 1. Fantastic. Downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Walk your hands back to your feet. Look halfway up, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Let's just get a nice forward fold here. Squatting on toes, the first of 2 crow pose, 2 standard crows. Now we're going to do more, we're going to do other ones. So I have a feeling that everything is a progression, and some folks, you know who you are. You know, you don't do the progressions, and so I think a lot of teachers rush and don't give you progression. I'm going to give you progression. 4, crane and crow. 3, 2, 1, straight legs forward fold. I tell you what, let's change this into a goddess squat. Set your feet wide, turn your toes out, squat it down, relax your hands, breathe, focus. And, and I certainly get it. If you were practicing yoga and, all you can do is get it 2 or 3 times a week, you get very linear. Me too, we get very linear in into like, oh, this is my only chance to get the single leg crow, or it's my only chance to get a chin balance. Don't practice that way. Let's go ahead and just get the second standard crow. And why would you want to standardize your crow? So that it eventually can become crane. Right? So crane is a much tighter position. The knees are going behind the shoulders, right? And the knees actually push you forward. 5, 4, and your arms straighten out. 3, actually squeezing everything in like a little potato bud. 2, and 1. Straight legs forward, fold. Nice, nice and easy, nice and easy. Great. Walk it out. Take chaturanga vinyasa if you like. Yes, upward facing dog. I'm not going to make a big deal out of the upward dogs. Depends on how your back is feeling. Downward facing dog. Nice, nice, nice. Walk your hands back to your feet. Look about halfway up, inhale. Relax your neck, forward fold. Not going to make a big deal out of this either. We're going to stand all the way up, inhale. Hey, hands on your hips and face me. Okay, nice. Let's do figure 4 right leg. Figure 4 on top of left. We're getting ready for 2 poses. We might do them, we might not, but the preps are so exquisite. This is a preparation for flying pigeon. 5, the arms go on the inside, look where the foot is. 4, now if you're doing your flying pigeon, go ahead. 3, right, 2, but this right here feels so good. This right here, so good. And 1, bring your feet together. Great, stand all the way up, inhaling. Hands on your hips. Right side, standing Marichyasana A. Standing Marichyasana A, the right knee comes up. The right arm goes in front of the shin. Arm goes around the leg. Fingers grip behind you. We're going to stand straight up. 5, 4, squeeze the knee in. 3, 2, so that's standing balance. And 1, soft release your fingers and send that foot back down to the floor. Inhale, exhale, jump your feet apart. And forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Relax your neck, give it a little breath. We're going to do those 2 standing poses. Catch your breath. And try to feel what is happening in your hip sockets. What's happening in your hip sockets, your knees. Good. Look up. Walk your hands forward. And jump your feet together. Straight legs forward fold. Stand all the way up, inhale. Hands on your hips. And then sometimes James Brown said you got to get up to get down. Oof. I'm just going to stay in the middle. Hey, James. Can I just stay in the middle? I'm going to sit at the bar. You do all of that. All right. Left leg crosses over. And we're sitting down. 5, 4. See, this is really about collapsing your body to the leg. 3. Look at the way the arms push into the shin bone. 2, you want to try to get flat hands on the mat. Wow. And 1. Feet come down and together. Take your time standing up. Breathe. Hands on your hips. A stand-up Marichyasana A. It has a lot of other kind of different names, but this, saying it this way explains it. Your left knee comes up, you got to get your left arm ahead of the shin. Squeeze, goodness, squeeze the leg in towards your armpit. Then stand up tall. 5, 4, 3. All right, so you're trying to get the leg in close to you. 2 and 1. Easy. Release, easy, easy, easy. Easy. hard. So good. 2 chaturanga vinyasa. Right side, plank. Chaturanga. No big deal, no big deal. Upward dog and downward facing dog, right leg lift. Step your right foot forward, lunge, qigong circle up and over to the other side. And plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. See, I'm trying to find your hips and leg muscles. Downward dog, exhale, left leg lift. I'm not making a big deal out of that. Step it forward. Qigong circle up and over. And just downward facing dog. Just downward dog. Good. Listen carefully. Maybe watch. We're going to do just the beginning of a single knee to the single arm for a single leg crow. Listen carefully. The first thing that I do is as soon as I think a teacher's going to be doing anything like that, I step in closer. I mean, you do not want to be way out here. You've got to get your hips up, step in closer. Good. Lift up on your toes, look forward. So it's a lot like crow. And then bring the knee in and push forward over your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Child's pose. That alone is difficult and not for everyone. I don't think it's for me. So here's the thing I want you to think about in your practice. Every pose has somewhat of an entry or a preparation. And those preparations, like the thing that happens before the pose, you should be able to hold and maintain it calmly with sweetness, a sukha. So if you can't do the preparation, what's going to happen is you're going to go to the pose, and it's going to, like a house of cards, it's going to completely collapse. And then you're going to be wondering, and then you're going to come and say, oh, it's my core is weak. No, it's not your core. Do you have to use your core? Yeah, you do. But the other things are having a problem. It's not just your core. Stop that. The body is like a family. And I think sometimes we're always trying to find just the one child to blame. Oh, it's always Adam. Adam. No. All the kids are having a problem. Okay? So what you got to do is lift up on your toes. Look how I'm doing this. Look at the height of my hips. And then I'm pushing forward. I'm trying to bring the knee and stack it high to the shoulder. 5, 4, 3. Keep your arms straight. 2 and 1. Child's pose. Must keep your arms straight. In the preparation. All right, so now let's do it. All right, now let's do it. Single leg crow from downward facing dog. 8 ball in the corner pocket. 5, 4. Look at the elbows are going to bend now. 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog, child's pose. All right. Good. Come up and breathe. See the way it collapsed on me? So it collapsed because it takes that much strength in your arms, in your core, in your hip flexors, in your attention. I mean, it's just a kind of a brute strength. So I have a lot of ladies, I'm seeing a lot of ladies on social media trying to do the arm balances and you can't do a push-up. How is that going to work? Here we go, try the other side. This is my hard side. Up, maybe to your right knee. Knee in, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog, inhale, exhale. And child's pose, breathe, relax. All right, nice work. Let's come to the center of the mat and you're on your toes. Nice. lift up, palms on your knees. Let your tailbone drop. See, more than likely this is a little bit fired up. Blocks are great. Then let's turn and face each other. Hi. You're going to put your right ankle and cross it over, your left knee here. We're getting into a real sensitive area. And if your knees are achy, you're just going to take that block and sit on it. Blocks are good. Look at the way the knee is going to lay out. You are sitting, if you're attempting to balance here on one foot, you are sitting on the back of your left calf and the back of your left ankle, your heel. Right? Good. Changing legs. See, that alone is a lot for many people. And I want to give a shout out to cat_Shanti. And he's on Instagram, and I've been telling students, like, hey, check this guy out. And the minute people see him, folks are like, ooh, no, can't hang with him. He's in another universe. And the reason why I'll say, hey, you know, look at how he moves his body. Well, he's a little bit double jointed and has high flexibility in his joints. So that means that most of us are trying to force our joints there. Yeah, we don't want that. Let's bring the feet down. Right side or left side, we're going to do both sides. I'm going to go to what's going to be your right. A little twisted baby crow. Take the arms over. So let's say he has extraordinary fluidity in his joints. And the rest of us are trying to make something happen in our joints that might not happen in a lifetime. Good. Toes come down, take the breath. Good breath, inhale, exhale. You know, just to be squatting here, just to be on all 10 toes here. Keep the knees together. You know, not blow out your knees, that's asking a lot. So blocks are good. Modifications are good. Gotta know what to modify. 5, 4. Lift it up. 3. Gotta really understand what's happening in these complex poses. 2, there's a complexity here. Right? And 1. Straight legs, forward fold. Relax your neck. And stand all the way up, inhaling. Oh, that feels good. Hands on your hips. That feels real good. Nice. Now, you're going to take your left foot, cross it over your right leg. And this is a preparation for grasshopper. So I bend, it's going to be your left elbow has to find the inside of your left ankle. Now, easy, 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 easy. What I'm thinking is twisted chair. I think twisted chair. 5, 4. Just take your gaze where it is. 3. Steady. Don't make a big deal out of it. 2 and 1. Up. Right? 9 out of 10 people trying this, you're asking a lot out of your body. And you know what your body is saying? Your body's saying, excuse me? What are we doing? No. So what we want to do is we'll slow down and work with the main problem first is balance. I mean, the main problem is just balancing. And you're going to be okay, but the minute you start to try to twist, your hip sockets are on fire and the arch of your standing foot is so challenged. And just to even change your eye gaze is so challenged. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Shake it out. Good. Squatting on toes. We're almost done here. A little bit of a workout, a little bit of a clinic looking at some arm balances, yeah? Right side, twisted crow. If you want to add fallen angel, kundanyasana, go ahead. All of those poses come out of having a very good twisted pose. 5, 4, 3, should be able to do whatever you want with your legs. And 1, tuck it in, changing sides. Left side, 5, 4, think about it. 3, if the whole thing is stacked up well, 2, should be able to do whatever you want with your legs. Ride a bicycle, yeah? And 1, center. Nice. Good. From here, we're going to turn to face the right side. Put your left foot forward and step out into a lunge. Oh, that feels real good. Feels different. Now the lunge feels entirely different. And take your left foot wide, take your left arm up, drop both elbows down to the inside. These lizard lunges and lizard poses, sometimes we do them in the beginning of class. All of these poses, including the crow pose, are all about the connections of your hip and thigh muscles as they connect to the core. Remember, you're hearing me say hip and thighs, but you know, part of your thigh is also your hamstrings, so opening your hamstrings in splits is also part of it. So when you hear hips and thighs, you're talking about glute and adductors and hip flexors. And thighs is quads and hamstrings. It's the whole conglomerate of your leg. Yeah? Let's change legs. Downward facing dog. We're getting close to the end, but we do have a bit of a big poser coming for those of you who know it. That leg goes to the outside. Twist away from me and drop your elbows. Blocks are good if you don't come down. Don't jam into your joints. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. If you are forcing a joint, yeah, that there's no way that can end up well. And a lot of students will say, but Cecily, boy, you teach really, really tough classes. But I think sometimes people aren't really hearing what I'm saying. So to lengthen this leg, just to send that energy back, we're not forcing that joint. But what a lot of people are doing is they're forcing the forward joint in an effort to get down to the ground. More often than not, I'm saying, hey, you're going to have to open. Give it space. Give it room. Downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Listen carefully. Your right leg's going to lift. Your left leg's going to lift. Go to the outside of your left hand. Now drop the back knee. And get your left arm and shoulder underneath your left knee. We're going to start to finish here with just a kind of preparation for working inside of the leg. For working inside of it. If you have Visma Mitrasana, you have it. If not, look at what I'm doing. Look how I'm going to push back, and the forward leg is straightening, and then I'm going to push up with a straight leg. So you've got to be able to get that leg straight and on top of your arm. Good, breathe and changing sides. Final pose stretch, working on the inside of the leg, Visvamitrasana. Let's go ahead and twist up and breathe, and then go ahead and you're getting the entire arm and shoulder underneath the leg. Look how this works. I go back. I walk it back. I walk all of the energy back. And then I ask my leg, can you straighten out for me? 5, 4. And then some people can twist and reach out for the foot here. 3, you want to be able to grab that foot. 2, and 1. Have a seat facing the right side of the room. Nice. Little potato bud, give your knees a hug. Look up, inhale, exhale, release. Extend the legs out. A little bit more. Let's get Navasana. Rolling back. Take your arms back with your ears. Inhale. And then sit all the way up. All the way up. Navasana. 5, 4, 3. This pose so important. 2, and 1. Grab your big toes or your ankles, draw in. Look up. Holding onto your big toes or your ankles, extend your legs. 5, 4. So the legs have to be able to lengthen. 3, and you can hold onto your calves and do that. You do not have to hold onto your feet. 2, nothing to do with the feet. And 1, bend in, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. 5, 4, 3, you don't have to grab or touch your feet at all. 2, nice. And 1. Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Always focus on lifting my feet up first. Toes up, knees down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling up. I'm going to scooch a little forward, roll back on your back, give your knees a hug. Dead bug is nice here. Lengthen the legs up. Flatten out the sacrum. Those of you who want it, feel like you need it, dead bug is plow pose. So we've got a wide variation here. A lot of folks should not be in the plow pose because of the back of your neck. 4, so gotta know you. I'm gonna do me. you gotta do you. You gotta know you. Yep. Soft bend the knees. Place my hands on the outside of the hips and thighs. Come on down slowly, please. Place the feet down. Press your hips up. Bridge. And if you want a supported bridge, blocks are good. Yoga blocks, so good. I'm going to be the lady on YouTube who talks about yoga blocks. Have you seen the class? That lady, all she does is talk about yoga blocks. If you have a block, you can place it in. But some of you want upward facing bow. You don't feel like a class is finished until you get an upward facing bow. So go ahead and place your hands in. And exhale, press it up. 5, 4, 3. Same thing. You're trying to extend, you're trying to open something. 2, and chin to chest. Watch what I like to do. I'm going to walk my feet out away from the pose before I bring my lumbar, sacrum, and tailbone down. So I'm not so jammed up. And 1. Ooh, hallelujah. As usual, I want to give you all time to do your restorative work. You've got blankets, candles, essential oils. Maybe your phone is near you and you're ready to put on your favorite SoundCloud. So I don't want to ruin it, and you don't have to go to Shavasana, and if you're ready to sit up with me, you can sit up. Some folks, you really want Shavasana, so just go ahead and lie there, right? Always traditional when you do get ready to come up is to roll on your right side. Roll on your right side and come up. This is the Gayatri. of seeing the same things every day, and that's cool. I like it. But I'm really looking forward to seeing each other again real soon. Right? In body, mind, and spirit, the light in me sees and recognizes the light in you. And for that, we say, Namaste.